people of the internet? Mr. Dragon Rider 2012 here, aka Zyajix. Yep, just a random RuneScape commentary, and I forgot I still had spins I needed to get yet. What will I get? Nobody knows. I got 4? What'd I get 4? Oh well, but anyhow, yeah. So August has come to an end, and for those of you that have been members, and well, that sucks. Whatever. But anyhow, but for those of you that have been members all throughout August, you will get, I believe it is bonus XP, which, well, that'll be nice for me because I'm trying to get my Fletch hangout. Like, come on! Oh, you suck! I've been wanting to get Dragon Ceremonial, or full Dragon Ceremonial. It's hard to get. I've only got, like, what? The cape, the boots, and the chestplate. So it sucks. But anyhow, so yeah. If you remember all throughout August, you'll get bonus experience, and I believe it also if you do the same thing for September, that will also be the case. Just go 10 times. What the heck? What's worse that could happen? Oh, you also get brain damage. That's what. So yeah, nothing really out of the ordinary here, and I get some money plus a pendant, and well, I had this, but. Either way, yeah. What do I plan on doing? Well, I plan on fletching, of course. I don't know if there's gonna be. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more beta events. And right about now, I'm not too really concerned about it, other than fletching my butt off here. So, but yeah. So I've actually had the question: how many times have you changed your name? I've actually changed my name twice, actually. My original name was actually Laser Scythe Z. I stuck with that name for about, I want to say 4 years. I was actually free to play for about 4 years, and then that's when I got my membership, like I believe it was Christmas of my senior year in high school. I was ecstatic about it, but then after a while I began to dislike the name Laser Scythe Z because it just seemed like it was a code name to me. It didn't seem like it was very original. So that's when I then changed my name to Dragon Laser Z. I stuck with that for about a year and a half, but once again I began to dislike it, but this time I disliked it for a totally different reason. And just due to just the fact that, well, for one, I mean, if you've seen my earlier commentaries, I just had a whole load of people that would just troll me like nuts. I don't know why. Just people are dorks like that. They have no life, and that's the only way that they can get any attention, period. So pretty much, I eventually came around to just waiting a while till I would change it so that they wouldn't recognize who I was, and then think that, oh, well, he changed his name, and that's not his name. We can keep trolling him or whatever. I mean, for those people that did it, you know who you are. I don't appreciate it, but you know what? But for most of those people that were trolling me, I really don't see them anymore on the forums anymore. So then that's when I just came around to changing my name to Zyajix to match my Xbox Live gamer tag. That's pretty much how it came to be. That's what my name would be right about now. The other thing I've also asked is, why don't you show a bank video? Well, first off, I think you've seen it a couple times. There's nothing to it. I know, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, why don't you get a bank? Well, as you can see, you can pretty much see, well, part of my bank right about now, but I really don't care to. I mean, really, not only that, but that also opens me up for a lot of people that try to hack me and scam me and what have you. Oh yeah, in a random note, you can see I got myself a fish mask. I'm actually going to be holding on to that till it gets rather valuable. I imagine that will be the case sometime in the future. I'd rather have, funds to be able to continue this game decently. And when I say funds, I mean in-game money. Duh. I'm not gonna go buy it. Which I've actually had some people ask me, "Do you ever buy gold?" Why would I? That's cheating. That's all that it comes down to. That you're basically taking somebody's items, and that was disgusting, you little troll. Yeah, that was him. But anyhow, I mean, I've never bought it. I have never bought any gold of any kind, and I don't plan to. Really, it just comes down to, I mean, if you have to buy gold, it shows how impatient you are because you can't make a decent amount of money, even if you get hacked. I mean, now, granted, I understand, you know, if people get hacked, and you want to replace what you have. I mean, I really wish Jagex could do that, but they can't. I mean, because otherwise they'd have to do it for everybody, and then and then they have to come up with a system for that, and then just a whole number of people would abuse that system of, you know, getting items returned if you lose them due to being hacked or being lured or something. I've also had the question, have you ever lured? Well, I did when I was a noob, probably like when I was like level 10, and I did it more as, well, I thought, you know, that was cool to do. I eventually kind of came to understand, one, it's a waste of my time, two, it's really not very nice. You're basically destroying your integrity as well as everyone else's in the game because, I mean, of course, I mean, you're setting the example of the general public because people don't know you. Really, I mean, that's the main reason I don't lure. I also don't lure because, I mean, I'll admit, I have been lured a couple times. I did have, I can't remember exactly what's, but I know it was like, I want to say I had my dwarf multi-cannon. I mean, and at the time, to me, that was worth quite a bit. I mean, you know, being only able to like fish out or smith or what have you, basically using whatever skills to earn whatever money you could, and especially when they're low levels, getting 1 mil is like pretty significant. I mean, as you can see now, I mean, heck, even then, I mean, 1 mil, I mean, that's still kind of a big number to me. I mean, I'm still kind of in the transition of getting to the higher levels. I mean, and just really, you know, going balls to the wall here and doing what I can to get the higher levels. I mean, because as you can see here, they're pretty mediocre. I mean, now for those of you that are going to be like, oh, your skills suck. Yes, I know they suck. I mean, but for the people that I really don't appreciate are the people that say, well, just you're low level because you only have a 98 when obviously the max is 99. That's what we call elitist. If you're going to be an elitist, get the heck out of the game. Learn to have a bit of respect for other people and just don't be a dick. I mean, why is it needed? I mean, this is something that I've always come to wonder is why do people act as if there needs to be bad things in the game? Because it's not, I mean, people say, oh, well, it teaches people a lesson, or it prevents from bad things happening in the future. No, it doesn't. It only contributes to problems in the game. So, I mean, basically saying you're luring to teach people a lesson so they don't get lured in the future, that's a horrible excuse. That is stupid. You're basically saying, well, I mean, that's like me saying if, like, I don't like somebody, I mean, and they say something I don't like, and I punch them in the face. That's like saying, well, I guess that's a lesson for you in the future, so to not be you. I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to. I mean, it's a sad excuse to think that you need to lure somebody and then say, oh, I'm teaching them a lesson, or that it's some form of Darwinism. That's also the biggest excuse that I've just come to hate because it's lame. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no Darwinism in this game. I mean, it's not for survival of the fittest here. All right. I mean, I've had the excuse. Why would you help your enemy by, you know, or something? Or no. I think what it was said is, I mean, if you're in the wilderness, you never PK fellow PKers because they're your help. The only people, I mean, the real problem of this game are the skillers, the children, and the pures. I mean, or excuse me, no, not pures. I think it was, or real world traders, kids, and skillers. Well, yes, real world traders they're one of the problems, but kids, sorry, that's what kind of makes up the player base. I mean, not a huge chunk of it, but I mean a portion of it. I mean, it's really ridiculous to think that someone's going to say, well, it's the kids' fault for this game for being so crappy. I can understand to an extent that, okay, the maturity is, I mean, yeah, there's a lack of maturity that comes from them. So, but I mean, you know what? They grow up. They quit. They're just as human. In fact, I mean, I've seen some people on here. I mean, they claim to be, 20 something, and they act like a child. Now, can I take their credibility that they're 20? No, not really. And to say that skillers are a problem with the game, how? Please tell me how playing the game in one fashion is causing problems to this game. I mean, if you can actually legitimately give some kind of proof, I mean, other than that, oh, well, it messes people up, and it's deceiving to, I mean, when you see their combat level. Once again, that's like saying you can't play the game in one fashion. I mean, I can see, I mean, me, I'm just a regular, I'm a quester. I get my skills up so that I can further do quests. I mean, there's some people that want pures. There's some people that want to be skillers. It's just your preference on how the game. There's one kind of player that shouldn't be playing in it, and those are the people that do it solely to break the rules, such as those that play the game just to see if they can find bugs and exploit them, and those that do it as in a sense to see if they can avoid getting or basically continuing to keep evading being banned or muted or whatever, or basically, I think the correct term is mules. I don't know, but basically, I mean, if somebody's got like 5 accounts just so he can just to think that he's going to stay under the radar, and I say that with air quotes, trust me, you're not under the radar. Eventually, Jagex is they're going to wise up, they're going to catch on, and they're going to kick you out. Now, yes, they're not going to IP ban you, but think of the time that you wasted trying to mess around and try to break the rules. That's what it really comes down to. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today, guys. If you like this video, leave a like in the like box. Leave a comment if you like. Follow me on Twitter if you have Twitter. And yes, I also have Facebook. And if you click that subscribe button right at the top of this window, well, I don't know. Maybe it'll stop raining down in the south. See you all later. May God bless you all.